What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. Oh, hey. So I watched the open media workout with Daniel Dubois and Philip Hrgovic. And it's not really much to tell from watching them, shadow boxing, hit mitts and all of that type of stuff. It's you got to see more than that. Now, judging both guys from what they both do, I feel like they both have to have similar game plans. One, like Philip Hrgovic, we know that he's not good on the back foot. Now, Dubois himself is better when he's coming forward. He's not really that good on the back foot either. But he is able to do more on the back foot than Hrgovic is. Hrgovic just knows how to come forward. Hrgovic comes to fight, so people find excitement in in his style. But he gets hit. Dubois gets hit, and like I said, Dubois he's a little better on the back foot than Hrgovic is. So he has that advantage. Now, neither guy can afford to get careless and just take unnecessary shots. I feel like Dubois needs to try and back up Hrgovic, break his body down. He has a better body attack than Hrgovic does. Hrgovic is just going to be Hrgovic. He fights everybody the same way. So with Hrgovic, he needs to not let Dubois back him up. He needs to try to back up Dubois. It wouldn't hurt for him to invest in somebody's shots as well. But I feel like against Dubois, Hrgovic needs to be sharp with his punches. They both, like I said, have to have similar game plans in my opinion. Be sharp with his punches. Don't overthrow. Both guys has shown fatigue. I can't really say who has a better gas tank because, in all honesty, how you come to a fight in the best shape that you can possibly get in, where you can go those rounds, you can throw more punches, be more active. That all comes into play. That all helps. I can't say either guy's gonna do that. So I don't know, man. Who's gonna win this one? I don't know. I think the guy who makes the least mistakes and the guy who makes the better adjustments. Neither guy is really technically savvy. Neither guy is really they're both offensive minded. Okay. In terms of boxing skills, I think Dubois, when Dubois is hot, when he's on, I think he has better skills overall than Hrgovic. But the thing about Dubois is he fights in spots. Hrgovic, they both have flaws, man. So, like I'm saying, the one who make the least amount of mistakes and the one who can fight at a pace where they're not going to burn themselves out. Now, unless a knockout just comes out of nowhere, that can happen as well. But I feel like this is going to be, it should be an action-packed fight. Size-wise, they're around the same size. Pretty much. So there's no real clear advantage. They both can punch. So there's no clear advantage physically for either guy. I think that Dubois has a bigger punch than Hrgovic does. But either way, it's going to come down to grit, determination. Who really, and who knows what. I can't tell you what it's going to come down to, honestly. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen. And see, I look at consistency in a fighter, and I'm not that sure of either guy. That one guy, I think either they can beat each other. Depends on who brings the best that night. I just think overall, Dubois I think he puts punches together better than Hrgovic. Hrgovic has his times where he'll, try to put combinations together, but it's usually all headshots. I think Dubois goes to the body better. Definitely, he has a better body attack. Hand speed. Dubois, I think, is a little bit quicker than Hrgovic. I think he has a harder punch than Hrgovic. I don't know who has the better chin. And as far as like ring savvy, like ring IQ, because Dubois is technically better. It will suit him to not fight in spots. So where if he is fighting in spots, but he's being defensive, where he's not getting hit, but he's landing clean, clear blows, and that'd be one thing. But this we're gonna see. I really can't call this one because I look at both guys. I see so many flaws in both guys, and I look at in terms of the thought of who may be able to make the better adjustments. You would think it would be Dubois because Dubois is, like I said, he's better technically. He's a little better than Hrgovic, but defensively they're about the same. So I can't really say. I can't really say. I just know that when it comes down to it, I don't see enough in either guy to feel that confident that either guy is going to really do the things that I think they should do. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But that's the beauty of it, is to see the fight itself. I'm just giving my opinion on what I think about both guys and the way I see the fight, them having to, like what would give them the best advantages. But I don't know. I don't know. We have to see what happens. And I think that, like I say, you never know what can happen. These are two guys that's going to come in there and go for the knockout. And like I said, neither guy wants to stand there and get careless and just take big shots. I believe that if Dubois is consistent with his game plan and doesn't run out of gas, that he'll beat Hrgovic. That's what I believe. If he's consistent with his game plan and doesn't run out of gas. But that's the thing. I can't say that, and it's for Hrgovic, if he imposes his will and he starts catching Dubois with shots early, well, he could also get, Dubois. They both have shown fatigue, man. That they both, are exhausted at the end of the fight. So I think if he can lure, Dubois into the type of fight where Dubois is not backing him up, he's just slugging with him. It can go either way, but I think that would be Hrgovic's that would be his best chance of winning. So I just don't see a clear win. Even with the certain things I think Dubois do better, I still can't say it's a clear win. So yeah, Dubois needs to back him up, break his body down, take it to him, and pretty much, come in shape, because you got to fight. But the thing is to not burn himself out. And the same for Hrgovic, but I just think Hrgovic needs to, basically try to, he needs to back Dubois up. And if it gets to the point where Dubois is resisting and it's a lot of tangling up or whatever, not to fall for that, but to put himself in a position where he's taking advantage of Dubois not being able to, impose his will and fight, make him fight, on the back foot. So, we're going to see. Like I said, whichever guy can impose his will, that's pretty much how it's going to be in any fight, really. Who can impose their will. But the point, what I'm saying, is consistent. Do it consistently, and be defensive minded as well. And for Hrgovic, no, you don't want to go backwards. You want to say, hey, no, I'm not going anywhere either. But the thing about Dubois is Dubois has he has a tendency to fall asleep and then just get caught with shots. He does have a tendency to stand in front of you and just freeze up. You know, he does that often. And like, this is the type of thing that Hrgovic could take advantage of, you know. And if you crack a guy good enough and hurt him, you might put him in a position where he doesn't want to take these chances anymore. So I don't know. We'll see. It should be a good fight though. However long it lasts, whether it goes a distance, whether it's a knockout, it's a stoppage. You know, if both guys come ready, it should be a good fight. We'll see. Tell me what y'all think about Hrgovic versus Dubois. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings here to people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.